Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also, you need to turn off the water to the refrigerator. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the compressor start relay in an LG refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a 1/2-inch open-ended wrench, Phillips screwdriver, and a flat blade screwdriver. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new compressor start relay. The compressor start relay assists the compressor in starting by turning on and off the start winding. It's mounted on the compressor's terminals next to the overload protector. If your fridge stops cooling and you can hear the compressor clicking every few minutes or so, check the compressor start relay and replace it if needed. So here we are at the back of the fridge, and we need to remove this rear access panel. So to do that, first we need to take off this water inlet hose. I'm using an open-ended wrench, a 1/2-inch, and I'm going to unscrew that water line. Well, I hope you turn off the water at the faucet, so also expect some water to come out of the hose. So and put it out, it won't be on the way. And now we're going to use the Phillips screwdriver. We're going to take out these screws so we can remove the panel. And I'm going to pull it up so we can disengage those two tabs here at the bottom. Alright, so after we remove the rear access panel, we're looking here in the left corner at the compressor, and the parts that we're going to replace is located inside this cover box. So we need to take out the single Phillips screw. I'm using the Phillips screwdriver. Next, I'm going to use the flat blade screwdriver. I'm going to pry this cover out, and I'm going to remove it. Alright, so this is our cover. That's how it goes in. We have these two tabs here that locks it there at the bottom of the compressor here at the bracket. And it just latches on the top with this tab. So we need to remove this compressor start relay, and I'm using that flat blade screwdriver. I'm going to insert it right there and pry it out. Be careful, because it's only compressor terminals. And I'm going to pull it out. Alright, so I'm going to use the flat blade screwdriver, the same we used before. I'm going to remove the terminals and the wires from the start relay. Alright, after we took off the first wire, I'm going to bring in a new compressor start relay. We're going to compare them, and they are identical. The only difference I see is the color, which is no problem at all. I'm going to turn it over. We see the openings here that for the compressor terminals, identical, and we're going to install this onto this terminal. And now I'm going to proceed to the other ones. I'm going to take off. And we do again, one by one. We're going to install them. And the last one, I'm really going to install it in. I'm going to turn it this way. we have this little post here in the pin, which is, when it's installed, holding the overload protector. So this goes down, and we have the two holes that we need to place over the terminals here, right there in the compressor. A little tricky. You need to do it with one hand. And now we're going to install this cover. I'm going to put it in this way. We have this cutout on the bottom that the harness will go through this cutout. Very important little detail. Slide it in. I'm going to put the harness in. Put the bottom tabs in, and now we're going to secure the cover box with a single Phillips screw using a Phillips screwdriver. And let's install the access panel back. We need to lock these two clips on the tabs here. So we use the Phillips screwdriver, and we're going to install a bunch of the Phillips screws in. Now we're going to connect the water line, and don't forget to do that, otherwise your ice maker and water dispenser won't work. I'm going to start manually, and then I'm going to tighten it with the 1/2-inch open-ended range. Don't over tighten. Alright, now plug the fridge in, open the water, and check if there are any leaks. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.